Hey guys, it is me, the Emerald Sword, and welcome back to another video where today I'm finally doing another book haul. I know, it's insane. But yeah, so I got 3 books here for you, just off screen, and so yeah, let's get to them. So the first one I have here is called Psycho the Werewolf, and this one's actually interesting because it is a really short novel, and as you can see right there, it says illustrations by Bernie Wrightson. So basically, Psycho the Werewolf goes as follows. There's this town called Tarker's Mill, which is in Maine, of course. And every month on a full moon, it kind of gets haunted by a werewolf. Like, a werewolf is just doing stuff every full moon of the month. Also, yes, I meant it when I said this is a short book. I mean, look at this. Look at this right there. It's about 128 pages from my knowledge, but yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so basically Tarker's Mill always gets some sort of werewolf activity every month during a full moon. And I guess it's about the people trying to stop it. So yeah, there's actually a couple illustrations in here. Like, say that one, for example. There are some other better ones, but I think I'm going to reveal those when I actually review the book. So anyway, I know this book isn't particularly liked. I mean, I've heard it's okay, I've heard it's terrible, and I've heard it's yeah. So I'm not really sure what to make about this. But yeah, anyway, Psycho the Werewolf, I'm really excited. And you might not have heard of Psycho the Werewolf, but you probably have heard of its movie that was made after it called Stephen King's Silver Bullet with Gary Busey, I think, and all those other people in there. But yeah, that's Psycho the Werewolf. So that one's down. And then the next book I have for you is Bag of Bones. And yeah, so Bag of Bones, it's a bit longer than Psycho the Werewolf. See, it's a bit longer. And Bag of Bones goes as follows. So there's this guy named Mike Noonan. He's a best-selling author, and he just recently lost his wife. And now he's getting a major case of writer's block. Like, it's really bad, apparently. So, similar to what Ralph Roberts had in Insomnia. You know, he lost his wife, and then he couldn't sleep. Stuff like that. Yeah, but then there's also this guy called Max DeVore, who just really wants to take his 3-year-old granddaughter away from her widowed young mother. But anyway, so Mike, gets acquainted with them, and he starts to like the mother and the child. So, possible new wife and stepdaughter kind of thing. And then, yeah, so the place they go is called Sarah Laughs. That's Mike's summer house. And, of course, in true Stephen King fashion, creepy stuff starts happening. So, yeah, that's Bag of Bones. I know this one isn't particularly liked either. I've heard that the first half of this book is pretty good, and then once it introduces the supernatural element of it, it kind of loses all its footing, which I can understand. But yeah, so that's Bag of Bones, and they actually made a mini-series out of it in 2011, which I have, by the way, so I'm going to watch that after I read this. So, yeah, so anyway, that's Bag of Bones, done. So, the last book I have for you is one of Stephen King's most hated books that he's ever written, by his fans and by him himself. Any guesses what it is? It's Dreamcatcher. So yeah, I'm sure you've all heard of how hated Dreamcatcher is. And to explain why it's so hated, I will explain to you what it is. So first of all, it takes place in Derry, Maine, or at least the main characters are from Derry, Maine, which is, it and Insomnia and surprisingly The Running Man. But yeah, so basically these 4 boys, when they were young, they saved a mentally challenged child from vicious bullies. And then now that they're grown up and adults and stuff, they always make a trip out to the woods to like go hiking or fishing or whatever, like doing the best friend stuff. And then this time a stranger comes, he's like really weird and stuff, and he says something about lights in the sky. So yeah, this is another Alien book, similar to the Tommyknockers, which was also not very liked by Stephen King fans and himself. So yeah, I guess my suggestion is just stop writing about Alien Stephen King. So yeah, Tommyknockers is not very good, but I've heard that this one is like way worse. In fact, Stephen King has gone on record saying that this is his least favorite book ever. I'd actually argue that Rage is his least favorite book ever, since you can actually still buy this one. You can't buy Rage anymore, but anyway, yeah, so that's Dreamcatcher. And yeah, so all those books are not the most well-loved, as you can see. But they're still Stephen King books, so I still bought them, and I will still read them, and I will still review them. But yeah, so now we can put them on the bookshelf. Alrighty, guys, I have added the books to the shelf, so let's get to them. So, of course, here we have Psycho the Werewolf, which just looks like a paper between two bricks, which is just really funny. That just shows how small it is. And it, of course, came out in November of 1983, so it's between Christine in April of 1983 and Pet Sematary in November 14th of 1983. Yeah, that's the whole weird thing. I, like a lot of people, believed that Psycho the Werewolf came out after Pet Sematary, but with some research, Psycho the Werewolf actually came out the same month as Pet Sematary, but I guess before. I don't know, the release date for Pet Sematary is November 14th, but Psycho the Werewolf is just November, so I don't know. That's weird, but anyway, it is between those two. So anyway, moving down, here we have Bag of Bones. And it is in 1998, so it is, of course, between Dark Tower 4 in 1997 and Storm of the Century in 1999. Air conditioning just came on, by the way, so there you go. Alright, so and that's it. Moving down. Here on the end, we have Dreamcatcher, and it came out in 2001, so it is in between Hearts in Atlantis, which is on the other shelf up above, and Black House later in 2001. But yeah, so that is the bookshelf update this time. And yeah, so let's wrap this thing up. But yeah, anyway, guys, I know that I haven't done a book haul in a while. I think it's been like a month or two since I did my last one. But I finally got some new Stephen Kings. So yeah, I was able to do this time. And I already ordered some more. I'm going to do 2 at a time this time. So whenever I have 4 to show you, then I will show you those 4. But anyway, in the meantime, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But yeah, I will let you guys go now. My name has been Ben from the Emerald Sword, and I will see you guys next time.